Warriors, welcome back. Do your breathing exercise. Don't get in a hurry. Learn to self-regulate. Just like you're diving in deep and you're learning about and having self-awareness. Part of that breathing exercise is to bring you down at ease so that you can connect the dots, especially when you're being confronted. And especially as you're trying to connect dots with regard to the love bomb. The love bomb, the illusion of love. The narcissists love to use the love bomb. It's part of the witchcraft they have. It's part of the grander manipulation, which is why I tell you, if you can conquer your lust demon, that self-control, the need for companionship in the wrong ways. See, in the narcissist world, they created this foundation of putting out first instead of getting to know you, and it created a competitive market out in the dating arena, and it's only serving their purpose because they're getting what they want. You see, the love bomb is the illusion that keeps you held hostage. And now you're in a repetitive cycle, falling in for a pattern of behavior that falls and plays right into the hand of narcissists, one after another, one after another. In their world, this is dessert. Because they lack the ability to hold down a commitment. The mask falls off. So for them, temporary hookups are the ideal medicine. The ideal way for validation, temporary as it might be, the conquest. And it's kept fed through a buffet of new people coming into the market naively. And they just move on to the next target. You see, in Texas, there are two kinds of landowners. Just like in life, there are two kinds of people. Men or women, doesn't make a damn. In Texas, the landowners, there are two kinds. Those that have a hog problem, without question, totally destructive. And there are those that are fixing to have a hog problem. No one gets away from it. Why? They produce like mice. And they're steadily running into connections, ruining lives. And the naive ones are out there cohabitating and making babies without the commitment, expecting others to pick up the slack and pick up where someone else left off and clean the mess up, feeling entitled to not be served the consequence. And for some of y'all, consequence is a lifetime. Some of you have gotten what I call a sexually transmitted demon or a sexually transmitted disease. The two are both traumatizing, but one's going to keep you visiting the pill factory just to attain a certain quality of life. But look, we're going to talk about, you know how in the barrio, in different places, different cities I grew up in the barrio, we had this thing, everyone to come up, like when you needed something from somebody, you go up to a homie, you go, hey man, I need your help. They go, right now, or later, right? Once you understood the lingo, right, whatever culture, whatever community you're in, you realize, oh, I got to find a way to eliminate the out. So what you do is, now you go up to your homie, you go, hey brother, I need you right now. And then they go, what? Like, damn, you got me. Same goes with these narcissists. You don't play into their game, but you don't fall for being cornered, and you always allow yourself an out, right? Because this is how they program their questions and their approach, to where the only answer or response has to be yes. It kind of goes like, hey man, yeah, so-and-so's going, and this guy's going, and so it's going to be a great time, man. And man, with you there, it's going to be like complete. So you're going to be there, right? Warriors, watch for the sneak attack. They build you up to let you know, and you not realizing it, everyone's in on the setup. Your intuition and your discernment tell you clearly, don't do it. Don't do it. It's a setup. And your silly ass, through the pressure, will make a commitment. Now, I'm going to tell you this right now, and I've been known to do it. I prematurely committed, but at the same time backed out of it later. They don't have to know. Warriors, 90% of the battle to be won with narcissists is to not get worked up in their psyche, their narrative, and catch yourself short committing to something you ought not be. A lot of times they do it at the last fucking minute. Having self-control and not having diarrhea of the mouth, sharing your secrets, sharing what it is you look for in a partner, prematurely giving away your position, giving away what it is you're looking for, instead of you observing it and finding it out in people in their natural element. Warriors, regarding the knowledge of narcissism is important. But more important than that is not getting lost in going down that rabbit hole. Understanding you don't need to know all the fascinating details of narcissism. You can learn that as you're observing. The main thing to build on is understanding toxicity in general and understanding no two are alike. No two are alike. Each one has a mastery of whatever con that they serve up. Where they usually trip up is not in their getting overconfident so much as learning someone else's trick and trying to implement it. You may have been just the first victim for that next trick. As they start to refine it, they become better and better. But for the most part, many of them that are lower vibrational in education, IQ, stick to one rhythm, a one-trick pony, or sometimes two, depending on where they're at, right? The ones I'm having you be on guard on the most are the ones that can really hurt you the most, and that's the high-functioning narcissists, the histrionic, the ones that overlap different psychoses. These are the ones that pose a real triple threat because they blend in so well and they are patient. Warriors, now more than ever, if you need to go down any rabbit hole, go down to one where you're gathering and you're preparing for hard times. The narcissists here soon are going to get so aggravated with rejection from others of normal mind, because we're all going to be a little narcissist ourselves, hunkering down, getting a little bit greedy, getting a little bit selfish, me, myself, and I. Guard your hearts and understand narcissism soon will all be revealing themselves in grandiose ways. Not even scared to hide it anymore, not giving a damn. That time's coming. I just need you to have the right mind space to understand. There's some landowners that got a hog problem, and there are those that's fixing to. Don't get caught with your damn pants down. Warriors, thanks for this badass walk on the beach. Y'all are awesome. Thanks for being a part and sharing with others what it is you've experienced and how you came out of it a champion. Some of you are still working through it, but understand, for those of you wounded warriors, pay attention to those remarks. There's golden nuggets hidden everywhere. One day you'll come back in the right frame of mind and you'll be able to spread your wings, confidently screaming your war cry, strategically knowing when to shut the hell up too. You know, there's an old saying, the best way to keep narcissists away is to loan them some money. It'll be the best money you ever spent, because you won't ever get it back. But they'll always start an argument to avoid you, because they don't want to have to pay it back or be called out for it. I've got thousands of dollars that I've invested in my peace, because the minute I see them, that's the first thing I'm going to ask before they get ballsy enough to ask for another loan. And I charge mob interest. It compounds every day that goes by, and I hold them to it. Best money I ever spent, just saying. Warriors, get out there and own it. It's never goodbye. It's always until next time. Dang it, man, it's getting cold. Namaste, warriors.